Well, alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Forever Stranded. As always, this is Jeff, and I've made a little bit of progress in something out here. Not too much, because I actually got a little bit stuck. I built a building over here, if you can tell. If you can tell, it's a building. It's fantastic. It's ugly from the outside. I tried to do some chiseled floor for the inside. I was playing with the chiseled stuff, and I kind of like the way it's looking. It's not perfect, but I was trying to find a way to make a crucible. I found that if you put netherrack on it, or underneath it on fire, it cooks a lot faster, so I made another piece of netherrack, put it on fire. I set this fluid tank to pull. I made a fluid tank and set it to pull, and it pulls the lava right out of there, which is great. I also made another cobble generator, and I made a compacting drawer and a basic drawer, because I was going to try to set something up in here, and I realized I got a little stuck. The cobble generator only can pull out of the top. If I want to pull out of somewhere else, like automatically, if I want to pull out of somewhere else, I need to use some transfer pipes of some type. I either have item ducts, which need fused cords, which is a little bit more difficult to get. Do I not spell that right? Oh, fused. Fused quartz. So you have fused quartz. It requires, that's not the right fused quartz. Blast resistant stuff. I just find the normal fused quartz here. Where is the normal fused quartz recipe? Dark, enlightened, blast resistant. Let's go with this one. Oh my god. I can't even get to the right recipe for it right now. Unless I'm doing something wrong. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I need to put quartz in an alloy smelter. I don't have an alloy smelter yet. I could probably make one. It's doable. I don't know how to do. Oh, I could do that actually. I theoretically could do that. But I can also use transfer nodes, which transfer nodes relatively look pretty easy. The item nodes. This looks pretty easy, except for this transfer pipe, which requires this thing called vile dust, which you can only get from smelting soul sand, apparently. So I need to get soul sand, and the only way to get soul sand in this pack, there's actually two ways. One is to get some here with the atomic reconstructor, or I could use a witch water in a barrel with sand. Witch water in a barrel with sand I could probably do. I have dirt, I have mycelium seeds, or the spores to make mycelium, which would turn water into witch water. It takes a long time. I could do that. I'm thinking I'm going to go along the lines of the atomic reconstructor. So that's what we're going to work on today. I didn't want to get too far without anybody. So one thing I can do, though, is do I have enough stuff on me to do it? Let's see. If I make... I do know that this works. If I make a hopper, just so I can have this thing running. There we go. If I make a hopper, and I put a hopper going into this guy. So this is a way I can pull out of the cobblestone generator. So I can go like that, and at least this thing will actually start to, there we go, it's pulling cobble into there. So I will have a constant supply and at least be filling up this lava tank while we're working on making this atomic reconstructor. And I also started looking through some of the items that are in this this pack, and I think I'm going to change my mind on the generators and go with generator. This one here from Libvulps, the coal generator. It takes a normal furnace and then this battery, which is some tin plates, an iron rod. Actually, I never looked. Oh, iron rod's easy. Tin plates I can make out of tin with an engineering hammer, and I think this will be better because it gives 40 RF per tick. So it's actually just a single use. Like, there we go. I can just get the engineering hammer with some tin, or the forge hammer, or the engineering hammer, I guess. Which one's easier to make? That's simple to make. So let's make this. I already actually cooked up a bunch of, I need to get another chest over here. I had to clean up my inventory. Just get some stuff moved out of this. Let's get this out of here. Oh, I'm full. This thing's all full up. Okay. That's an old stone hammer that's almost dead. I might just need to make another chest for the moment until I can get a decent storage system going, and just to clean up some garbage right now. So let's get the... I made some builder's wands when I was building that over there. I'll get my chiselly bit guy out of here. Put this redstone back over here. The iron back over here. Let's put some of these blocks that I was playing with just out of my inventory so I have some room to do some stuff. My compacting drawer and my regular drawer too. Now, let's look at this atomic reconstructor. Or this hammer, I mean. Hammer, so let's go engineering. Hammer. That's weird. It's probably the engineer's hammer. Let's just look up the atomic reconstructor and get back to this hammer. Wait. Was this not what I was just looking at here? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was looking at the Cobble Jen. Generator. So let's get this thing going first, and we'll get this battery, and we'll get these tin plates. Just gotta get the right tin plates going on here to select the hammer. These ones. Let's get the engineer's hammer. Let's make that. I just need 2 irons and a string. So here's some of my iron. Here is a string. Do I got sticks on me? I do. Let's go back here. Boom, boom. And boom, boom, boom. There we go. I got my tin sitting behind me here that I had already smelted down from all the stuff we had previously collected. So let's real quick make... Oh, wait a minute here. This will make 4 iron rods, and the other one's going to make... That also makes 4, but it still uses 1 more iron. But let's go with this. Hell yeah, let's go with this easy one. Boom. I didn't even notice that was a recipe. So that's easy. And I just need 4 tins. So let's take these tin. Let's hope this actually works. And it does. Beautiful. And my hammer is on the ground. And let's finish up this battery. Oh, I need two redstone. Oh, I'm trying to press it with the hammer. Thought it wasn't working. 2 redstone. And now we should be able to make this battery. We can make the battery, and made 4 batteries as well, which is great because in theory, I will be able to make 4 generators. We'll make 2 for now. I don't need the wood. So there we go. Boom. Coal generators. And these things give off 40 RF per tick. So that means one of them can run one of those machines over there. So if I went over here, we just got to see if it actually stops. It might just constantly run, which is one of those things that might be a problem. So if I go put this like here, and it's sitting up there, 0 RF per tick it's generating right now. And if I just change this to, let's make, there we go. Let's change it to pull push. It's now going to push that out into here. Or is it not? Oh, you know what? I think it needs a bucket. You put a bucket in there, and you set it to push pull is what you actually do. Because it doesn't take in. There we go. So what it's going to do is it's going to pull the bucket out. Crash my game. Hang tight. All right, everybody. Not sure exactly what happened. My whole world went corrupt. I was unable to load it again. Something about putting that bucket in this system broke everything. And I'm not exactly sure what happened. I pulled the server files off. Couldn't get anything to restart. I had to load from a backup. And unfortunately, the backup saved most of my progress. I actually had to, I went into creative and pulled this generator and this cobblestone generator and set them back up just like they were. But I had my inventory from previously when I hadn't done any of this stuff. So my inventory is missing a bunch of items. So I'm missing like my chisel and things like that. But I don't think it was anything that important. So I only pulled these blocks back in. And I did put a bucket in here and set this thing back to pull push like it was. And it seems to have eaten the bucket as well. So I'm not sure what actually is going to happen with this thing. But we're going to keep an eye on it and watch out. I tried this in a creative world. That's how I knew it was going to work and that this would be a better generator for me. Because I was trying to get the best bang for my buck here. And it worked there. So I'm not sure what's going on here. But either way, we'll deal with it. We'll move on. So this is my idea of a setup, is to have this thing basically constantly getting generated cobble from the cobblestone generator to make lava going in here, which is going to keep feeding this tank, hopefully. This thing lasts quite a long time on 1 bucket of lava. So in theory, I think it's like 5 minutes. And I don't know if it takes 5 minutes for this thing to make or not. It might. It might be like exactly even, and I might have to do something to speed it up later or something. I'm not sure. But eventually I want to have this, and this also outputs power directly to it. So if I put my sieve right next to this thing, it would pull power from here automatically, which is exactly what I wanted to do. Is I want something I don't have to use cables or anything like that on, or limit the amount of cables or item ducts or conduits or whatever it is I have to use early on, because I just don't have the resources to really sustain that. So that's what we're going for with this. But that thing's set up and running. The game didn't crash. I'm going to have to go check on it later and see if it actually is cycling that bucket back through, if I have to do something else. But let's check out what we can do with this atomic reconstructor now. So atomic reconstructor. This thing is just iron, so I need, oh, the iron casing, excuse me. Black quartz, which I have a bunch of. So 4 irons, 4 sticks, some black quartz. So black quartz, 4 iron. I think I need 4 iron for the other thing. 4 irons, 4 sticks, black quartz. So boom, boom. Let's get this guy. And let's get this guy. I just need 4 redstone from behind me as well. I'm actually running through this stuff pretty fast. I thought I had quite a good supply, and I don't. So here's my atomic reconstructor. And absurd. I'm going to make a... I don't have any cobble on me, huh? I'm going to make a switch, or a lever, so that I can turn this thing on and off. And I do believe... Come back here and let me cool down before I go out there again. Oh, this thing's so nice. Actually, I will tell you, I died when I was playing this game in between episodes because it got too cold. I sat in that, I turned that thing on, I sat in the water, and I was like looking up something on how to, like something on the generators on a wiki. And I came back and I was freezing and I was taking damage, and no matter what I could do, I couldn't warm back up. It was kind of crazy. I do believe that I saw that if you actually like, I don't know how much power this takes, but if you put, if that thing's way up there right now, if I break this, well, I'm going to lose everything. If I put this right, that was not what I was looking for. That's not what I wanted. I think it didn't get heat, did it? Nope. Actually, I didn't think I could do that. If I put this up here, redstone mode deactivation, hold the redstone torch to toggle. I think you can just do... This thing might not have enough power for this, or did I just do it wrong? I'm not 100% certain. Oh. This might not work the way I thought it was going to work. I thought it was going to take power from this thing. Maybe I do need the redstone torch to toggle this thing. Let me get a redstone torch just to cover all my bases here and make sure I'm not doing this wrong. I thought I was going to be able to generate enough power to use that thing, but it's possible that I need a much better power supply before that thing will actually work. And if so, that is going to be a slight problem. Well, this coal generator, this thing's got a lot of power in it, actually. That's the one nice thing, is these things store a lot of power. So that is the one thing I'm going to be missing if I go that generator. So I actually haven't decided yet. Let me go get that block, actually, and see if I can. And if I break that coal generator, I want to try a couple things, actually. So let's get this. Yeah, it shows 0 of 300,000. So either I was not getting the output I anticipated it getting. I just don't know. You know what? I don't know where my other flux ducts went in case I need those for this. If I break this and then set it back down, it does. It stores that power. So that's excellent. So if I just take these items, because I think if I just zip this thing across the ground, it'll actually clear the ground and make it all this stuff that I want it to be. So if I put my generator right there and put my reconstructor there and then hook it up like, okay, it didn't do exactly what I thought it was going to do. I want to turn you off. I want you to stop wasting. You used it all, man. You used it all. You still got 17,000. So I was wrong on that. It only did these 2 blocks. But hey, it's 2 blocks nonetheless. This was way easier. This thing is kind of like this, so its own little battery thing. Can I just put this? Let's pop this in there. Are you not taking it? Oh, you know what? Is it because I'm using a... No. Why is it not building? Oh, because it's building up in this. Interesting. Okay. Well, whatever. Let's get a whole bunch of sand. Do I have a bunch of sand stored away in any of these chests? I don't know because I lost a lot of items. And not that I need to do this often, but I'm going to do this now. What is this? And this stores up 100,000 RF as well. God, there's so many different options that I could do. I don't like that they only give the 20 RF per tick, and no, I only got 20. Oh, you know what? I had like a whole stack of dust as well that has gone from somewhere, because it was that I put it all in that chest that I put here, and instead I remade this chest because this chest didn't exist, and I put 2 batteries in because I gave myself 2 batteries as well, just because we had taken all the time to make those, and in creative mode because I lost it, but I did lose like some of my basic supplies here, so I just want to grab a handful of sand. We'll get this stuff going, and then we'll see if we can make these transfer nodes. And if I can make the transfer nodes, I can really start stepping up what I'm trying to do over here. Eventually, I won't need to take sand anymore. Granted, sand is like a resource that's like everywhere. Oh, I lost all my torches as well. Man, there's so many stupid things that I lost with when that happened. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna move on with life. Appreciate the little things. Move on and be happy. But I think you can hammer sand, or excuse me, hammer cobble into gravel and then into sand, and therefore I won't have to deal with actually mining sand anymore. It'll just be a whole automated process that we can do stuff with, but I'm just going to get a whole stack here. Okay. 64. Got a stack. Let's drop this stack right here. Let's go. I don't know if it'll do the whole stack at a time. I actually don't think it will. God dang it. It's so annoying. Don't pick it up. Doesn't look like I did any of it. Didn't do any of it. Why didn't you convert? Is it just not have enough power? I mean, it did these ones. Why didn't it do this? How is that? Hey, let me pick this back up again. This is just really strange. It might just not have enough power. It might need more power to do it. So how do I get the soul sand? It says to do it through the atomic reconstructor. It takes 20,000 RF to make 1 piece of sand. And so if I have 30,000 RF in here, this is going to make that one. Nope, it turned this one into sand. That's why I didn't do the whole thing. Okay, so it just needs a lot of power. But that's okay. Like, I understand that now. But it's a quick way that I just sat here and got, you know, a decent amount of, you know, I got 8 soul sand out of this, and this thing is, you know, still generating. These buckets of lava do great. It's just a matter of getting a constant lava supply. Now I really wish this thing had an internal buffer that I'm dealing with over here. What I could do is I could get a capacitor bank of some type. I gotta see how much it costs to actually get a capacitor bank, even though those things are like capacitor banks that you can just automatically fill up. Is this thing just still going, or is it actually... It's actually doing what I wanted it to do. Yeah, this thing only stores 10,000 power, which is kind of annoying. But But let's take a look. Let's take a look at a capacitor bank. Capacitor. What is this one? Basic capacitor bank. And this thing is going to hold 1,000,000. Jesus, 1,000,000 RF. Block of redstone. We can do that. 4 basic capacitors. So this doesn't look too bad at all. Copper. I need to go get copper going. Yeah, once we get some copper going here, that thing might just be running and I just can't see the bucket in there. That could be a visual glitch or something like that. But I can go get a capacitor bank going and hook it up to there, and then I can essentially have the same thing that I have. It'll just still cap out at one point and still keep going through my lava, which honestly isn't that big of a deal. I don't think, as long as everything will keep running smoothly and need less generators. I just don't want to have to keep create multiple generators to run one object all the time. So let's do this. Let's do this. Copper. It was copper that I needed. So let's see what I have in the way of copper. I have those I can start with. So let's get these and put these. Nope, you don't have anything in there. Oh, and I also found out, I didn't know about this mod, and not that I need to do it now. Boom! Little tiny charcoals. And I believe their burn time is 2,000 and or 200. And oh, you can't put them back into a regular charcoal. But let's take a look at this one. Burn time is 1,600. So 8 or 9 times 2 is 18. Wait, do you actually have more then? Because you're going to turn one of these into 9, right? Oh, into 8. Okay, so it's the exact same. So it actually doesn't hurt me at all to turn everything into little tiny charcoals, and boom, put this stuff in like that, and then I waste less charcoal, and I didn't even think about that. So here's plenty of copper ore. Here's plenty of copper ore. Let's just get this stuff smelting as much as we can. There's 32 of them. Let's go boom. So one of these will probably do, what, just 1 piece? So I'm not going to have enough there. I probably should get, there's some more tin. Man, I had a lot of tin going. Or the tin, you know what? I think the tin might have doubled just because of the way that this was all working from before. I do think that is what happened. That the tin ended up doubling. And because the tin doubled, I'm just going to accept that, say, hey, I have my tin, because it was still in a chest in the backup when the backup happened, or it was in the furnace when the backup happened. So I'm going to say, hey, you know what? I recreated some stuff, but I lost some stuff. I'm going to call it a wash because of that tin. If you guys are okay with that. If somebody's really, really, really upset about that, go ahead and tell me. I won't be that offended if you guys decide that is the case. But I can take what I got in this now. When this goes out again, I've got to... I'm going to start converting these down to little tinies so I don't waste anything. And then we will look at making this basic capacitor bank. And so I need 4 of these. I'm going to need gold nuggets. I should have made some gold. Some more redstone. I'm running out of redstone. So let's turn these into nuggets. Let's see if we can do basic capacitors. 4 of them, perfect. I don't know why it keeps throwing stuff into there. So I got my 4 basic capacitors. We can go back to this. I need a redstone block. I am running really low on redstone. My redstone block, and now I should be able to make actually this. Oh, set some more iron. And I am almost out of this stuff. It's kind of crazy how quickly it goes. So boom, basic capacitor. What's the next level capacitor? That's a full one. This is uses double layer capacitors. It's the actually this looks even. This doesn't look bad at all, except for I need to start getting coal dust. I'll need to find out how to get coal dust, but that stuff can keep going. But here we go. I have a basic level capacitor. We'll go over here. We will just get this put into place. And if I put... What is this doing? Oh, you know what? This might actually store it in there, and it's not using anything because nothing's telling it to use. So that would be fine. So what if I do that? Is this thing getting charged? Input redstone mode. Input active without signal. No. Oh, there it goes. It was going up. It started to go up and that kind of stopped. Why? That's really strange. Why is it going up now when I'm saying that the output is active with signal? Oh, because it was just outputting as much as it was. There we go. There we go. Oh, here we go. I can do this as well. So this is going to be input. There we go. That's working. It's getting really freaking hot. That thing is empty. I gotta go. I gotta go cool down. I need to bring my other cooling machine into this room. Oh, I need to drink too. Man, I might actually catch on fire here. I haven't caught on fire yet. Yeah. Whew. Should take a drink. Yeah, this mod's a little challenging for me. If you haven't noticed, it's fun. It's just it's very, very challenging in a rewarding kind of way. I don't see the problem with drinking this dirty water, I'll be honest. So that thing's over there still filling up. I don't know. So is this thing like not working anymore because I don't know what that means. I can't really tell what is happening with this. If it's just constantly being filled. Let me see what happens if I take this tank. We are going to turn it off of push-pull mode and just disable it and see what happens here. So it is going down. So that bucket seems to be lost in the fold somewhere because I threw it in here and it just never came back. But that is making this thing go down. So it does seem like it's just constantly sucking up lava. But if it makes more lava than it actually is sucking up, I honestly don't think that that's a big deal. Let's see if I have to add another bucket though. I can't tell if it's going down anymore or not. We'll just have to keep an eye on it and see if it's actually going down. Right now this is going up, so this is working fine for me. And this thing's all full. This thing's still creating its stuff where okay, the little ends are going here. Let me take a bucket out of here. This is a normal bucket as opposed to the ex nihilo bucket. Why do I put that in there? Okay, that's what I was expecting to see. Maybe it's just the fact that it was an ex nihilo bucket. This is what I was expecting to see. The bucket kind of going back and forth, and then when it needs more lava, it'll take the lava. It almost seems like it was kind of stuck before, and I don't know if I like that or not, because I felt like it was kind of kind of cheating. But we have this stuff going right now, and I did make that soul sand, and the reason for making the soul sand was so I could make some transfer nodes. So if I make these drops of evil, so I gotta go smelt this soul sand. And I can smelt the soul sand. Perfect. Boom. We'll fill you up. Smelt the soul sand in here. We'll put more of these in here. What do I need over there? I still got some stuff going on over there. And what else do I need for these transfer pipes? I'm going to need some stone slabs. It looks like just normal glass. So stone slabs, normal glass. So I need to get some of those going, and that's getting those. Let's get some sand going. I might actually have some glass over here already too, but I think glass is something that I can. Nope, I don't have any more glass. I do have that shard dye still, so I didn't lose that stuff. Okay, so this stuff is going. I'm going to let some of this stuff smelt, and I will be back with you guys momentarily. All right, guys, transfer pipes. I did make the stone slabs. I made the stone. I never made the stone slabs. So let's just do, yeah, screw it, let's do it all. How much can I make out of these? I can make 5 things of 6 of these with what I have, and boom, let's just do it. And I need some transfer nodes for items. I am missing normal stone now. Great. Great. Oh, there's some. Beautiful. So this will make 4. So let's make... I'm going to be out of redstone. I'm very much going to be out of redstone here in a minute. So if I make that, I can get my item transfer nodes. Let's get that. Let's get 4 of them. Ah, I don't remember exactly how these things work. But we have done this. I just fed him my sandwich. Give me my sandwich. I had a sandwich in my hand. Apparently you can feed these guys. And he just ate my sandwich. My sandwich that was going to heal me all the way up. All the way. All the way. Look at that. All the way. And it's gone. Oh, that little jerk. That little jerk ate my stuff. I need to put all this stuff back here now. We're going to take this. We're going to take this thing. And we're going to move it to the other room. And see if we can set it up to get some auto sieving going on. So, give me you. Oh, the mesh. I was like, what was that? I didn't even think about that. I'm going to need to do something with the mesh. So those guys can't get in. That's good. I'm going to run out of food now. That's going to be really annoying. So if I have a battery bank there, then I can really run my... I need to get the Cobble Jen going up there as well. So what I need to do, I think, is... Oh, I might not have even needed to do any of that because of the way I have this thing set up, I, in theory, can put... That was not what I wanted. Let me get my... auto sieve. If I put it there, you're not getting power, but can I configure you to do output? And I don't want it to be active with signal. I just want it to be active without signal. And therefore you should have stuff in you. Excellent. You are going up now. That is great. I'd like to be able to see you work. Can I put it like this? Is that Nevers? Nope, nope, it's not Nevers. But why isn't it going the direction I tell it to go? That's very strange. Okay, I guess it's going to be that direction. Let's put the mesh back in. And what I need to do is pipe up... You know what? I think this would be much better if I put it right here. Because it will automatically get the cobblestone. Oh, I don't want it to get cobblestone. That is a problem. I did not think this through all the way, because what I wanted to do, I need an auto hammerer as well. There's no configuration of this thing, is there? No, there's no configuration of this thing. I need an auto hammerer because I need the cobble to get hammered into something that's usable. So, what do I need for the auto hammer? I was wondering why I needed these pipes, and now it's because I missed a step in between. So auto hammer, and these I can probably increase to something else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a diamond hammer and 2 weighted pressure plates. Which are, so 2. Oh God, I'm gonna be out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 2 diamonds. I need 10 iron. And I only have 1 iron left on me at this point. Unless I got more iron. Okay, so I just need to wait for this stuff to come on through. So it'll be just barely enough. I can make the diamond hammer part of this right now. I can make the nothing else because these are 2 apiece. So basically, I can make one of these now. So basically, I'm just waiting for the iron to smelt, and I will come back when this iron has smelted, and hopefully we'll be able to get an auto system set up and started, and it'll be something I can at least leave AFK, since I can't just, you know, put it on the server and let it run until I can figure out what exactly went wrong, which we'll get back to the server at some point. I'm just running it on my local PC again right now until we find out what's going on, so hang tight yet again. All right, we should be back, and boom, the auto hammer. There we go. And let me see if I have those pipes left. I don't. So I lost those power pipes, unfortunately, the flux ducts in the crash. I will have to eat this though. So I'll have to make some more of those. But in the meantime, I can go steal the ones from over. Actually, no. You know what? I need a whole nother generator. Yeah, I'm gonna actually need a whole new generator to also pull to do the hammer, because otherwise we're not gonna have enough. Oops. Generator. And what was this? It was, oh, I have one of those batteries in the furnace, so I should be able to do this because I did make myself an extra one of those. Oh, well, you know what? I forgot. I made 2 coal generators in the first place, so I have the other generator right here. I just got to figure out how it's exactly gonna get hooked up, because the way this is hooked up now is not going to be efficient, because I need this to also pull from here. So if I can start kind of going on this side, well, no, because then I won't have my cobblestone coming anywhere close. I might be able to move my cobblestone to the front, so it's a little more accessible to everything. Not really 100% certain how I should do this yet, but if I put this here and had it also, I'm worried about using this ex Nelio bucket again. I'm gonna go try to make a different bucket, or find a different bucket if I still have one around. And if not, then we'll just give it a try, because I don't have enough iron right now. Oh, I have exactly enough iron to make a bucket. So here we go. So I got a bucket of each that I can deal with for the time being. Like I said, I don't know the best place for it. I might actually just move the Cobble Jen into the back and have it coming out the back of the building. That might be the best method to this, actually. Have these 2 pieces. That's a lot of cobble. Actually just sticking here out the back, so they're kind of out of the way. And unfortunately there's that. And did I get the Cobble Jen? I did. So let's put you here. Cobble Jen here. That's fine. There we go. That's fine. No big deal. And that'll give me the exact same purpose as all of this stuff is, so that I can kind of put the Cobble Jen. Oh, I still need that Cobble Jen to come into this system. Well, let's try this bucket while I'm figuring this out. If I put this in here, that's going to start working, and then I'm going to tell this thing. And it went away. The whole bucket is gone. And this side isn't set to push-pull, is it? It's not. It is currently not set to push-pull. So those buckets just seem to disappear when you use them. And I'm not 100% certain as to why. It's kind of strange, but that's what we got going on. So either way, I need to put my hammer. Actually, if I'm doing this from the back, what I can kind of do is my hammer guy could just go above this, and be able to seamlessly get the cobble from this thing. And I can rearrange this at some point in the future, because you should be getting the cobblestone, which is great. I just need to set this thing to output from the back. Oh, it might not output from the back. It might have to output from a side. Yeah, it must have to output from the side. Okay, that's kind of annoying. So that's going to sit there. And then I'm going to transfer this. And you can't set side inputs on this or anything. So I'm going to need to... Can I just turn this? Well... This is me trying to be decisive about something that's not decisive at all. Let's just get it working. And then what we'll do is we will deal with... So we put that there. We're going to put this here, here. So that goes down like that. So now we got cobble going in there. So this thing's actually working. So that's great. And it's pulling power from this guy, I would assume. Not from this guy. No, it's definitely pulling power. Though this thing keeps like refreshing it's gooey every time I open it up. It's very strange. But I think it is pulling power from this guy down below, which makes me wonder if I then put something next to it like my auto sieve. I might have to work on this off camera a little bit. But let's get my auto sieve going. And if I can take my auto sieve, I don't know why I made a compacting drawer. And put this here. Let's just make this, let's just make it work. Let's just make it happen. So there's auto sieve. We can pull out of here and down to there, because he's just outputting gravel. There we go. Gravel is now going into this guy who doesn't have a mesh. He now has a mesh. Now it's going to start working. It's going to start taking away power. It's not getting the appropriate amount of power because it's actually... It's getting power from here. I need to go cool down. It's getting power from there. The problem is, it's also taking power from the other side. So I need to get a better setup for this thing. So hold on. I'm going to do some rearranging here of this stuff. See what I can come up with, and then we're going to end the episode. So hang tight, people. Okay, guys, I have a setup that's working, but I might need to rethink this entire thing because apparently, what I'm getting the impression of, I just rearranged a bunch of stuff, used a bunch of item ducts, which is probably a waste, but hey, this setup right here actually works. This generator is generating power for the auto hammer. This generator is generating power for the auto sieve. Everything works fine. The cobblestone generator is constantly pushing lava into here. Or cobble into here to make lava. That part is great, but these things do seem to just eat your bucket. I had to go make more buckets. I had to by hand sift some more sand in order to get some more iron to make more buckets, and they're gone again. I think when it uses it, these particular generators might actually utilize the bucket. However, it also could be that when the bucket of lava runs out, the bucket pops back up as an empty bucket. I'm not sure. I haven't let it run far enough to find out. But right now, this system will actually work. It's not fast, but it'll work. I have the cobblestone generator going into both there and up here, which should be fine. It should keep it constantly a constant supply because it takes so long to get through one of these. Right now, all the cobble that's being created is going down below, and then it just... on that one tick, it goes up here, and yeah, we got 52 sitting in here. Yeah, so this is a decent setup for one little system. It's going to take a while to do anything. I'm having outputs go to a chest eventually. I'll probably send these up to some type of furnace system or to some drawer controller or something like that. But hey, right now it works. I can just let it run while I'm, I can't say while I'm offline, but while I'm AFK, as long as I have temperature control set up to work appropriately, which I don't quite know how to do yet. But that being said, I'm going to call this episode here. It's probably been a little bit too long with all the cuts. I'm not really sure how long it's been, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I can get some input into what I should do in order to make this progress a little bit better. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.